Hare Krishna, Garinge Mataji and Bridget Mataji. So kindly start the recitation with invocation prayers Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 3 times. Then kindly start the recitation.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी के ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय अर्जुन उवाच ध्यायसि चेत् कर्मणास्ति मतबुद्धिर्जनार्दन तत्किं कर्माणि घोरे मां नियोजयसि केशव.
Arjuna said, O Janardana, O Keshava, why do you want to engage me in this ghastly warfare if you think that intelligence is better than fruitive work?
व्यामिश्रेणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिं मोहयसि मे तदकं वद निश्चित्य येन श्रेयोऽहमाप्नुयाम्.
My intelligence is bewildered by your equivocal instructions. Therefore, please tell me decisively which will be most beneficial for me.
श्रीभगवानुवाच लोके अस्मिन् द्विविधा निष्ठा प्रोक्ता मया नघ ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यानां कर्मयोगेन योगिनाम्.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O sinless Arjuna, I have already explained that there are two classes of men who try to realize the Self. Some are inclined to understand it by empirical, philosophical speculation, and others by devotional service.
न कर्मणामनारम्भान् नैष्कर्म्य पुरुषो अश्नुते न च सत्यं सनादेव सिद्धिं समाधिगच्छति.
Not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction, nor by renunciation alone can one attain perfection.
न हि कश्चिच्छानमपि जातु तिष्ठति कर्मकृत् कार्यते ह्यवशः कर्म सर्वः प्रकृतिजैर्गुणैः.
Everyone is forced to act helplessly according to the qualities he has acquired from the modes of material nature. Therefore, no one can refrain from doing something, not even for a moment.
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य यास्ते मनसा स्मरन् इन्द्रियार्थान्वये मूढात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते.
One who restrains the senses of action, but whose mind dwells on sense objects, certainly deludes himself and is called a pretender.
यस्तु इन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्य रभतेऽर्जुन कर्मेन्द्रियैः कर्मयोगं सक्तः स विशिष्यते.
Until
Bridget Mataji, we can't hear you. Mataji. Hare Krishna, Bridget Mataji. Hare Krishna, Bridget Mataji. Okay, I will read the translation. On the other hand, if a sincere person tries to control the active senses by the mind and begins karma yoga in Krishna consciousness without attachment, he is by far superior.
नियतं कुरु कर्म त्वं कर्म ज्यायो ह्यकर्मणः शरीरायात्रापि च तेन प्रसिद्ध्वैदकर्मणः.
Perform your prescribed duty, for doing so is better than not working. One cannot even maintain one's physical body without work.
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणो अन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनः तदर्थ कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर.
Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed, otherwise work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage.
सह यज्ञः प्रज्ञाश्रष्टा पुरोवाच प्रजापतिः अनेन प्रसविष्यध्वा मे स वोऽस्तिष्ठस्टकं धृक्.
In the beginning of creation, the Lord of all creatures sent forth generations of men and demigods, along with sacrifices for Vishnu, and blessed them by saying, "Be so happy by this yajna sacrifice, because its performance will bestow upon you everything desirable for living happily and achieving liberation."
देवान् भावयता तेन ते देव भावयन्तु वः परस्परं भावयन्तः श्रेयः परमावाप्स्यथ.
The demigods, being pleased by sacrifices, will also please you, and thus, by cooperation between men and demigods, prosperity will reign for all.
इष्टान् भोगान् हि वो देव दास्यन्ते यज्ञभावितः तैर्दत्तान् प्रदयेभ्यो यो भुङ्क्तेस्तेन एव सः.
In charge of the various necessities of life, the demigods, being satisfied by the performance of yajna sacrifice, will supply all necessities to you, but he who enjoys such gifts without offering them to the demigods in return is certainly a thief.
यज्ञशिष्टाशिनः सन्तो मुच्यन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषये भुञ्जते ते त्वघं पाप ये पश्चात्यात्मकारणात्.
The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others, who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment, barely eat only sin.
अन्नाद् भवन्ति भूतानि पर्जन्यदानसम्भवाः यज्ञाद् भवति पर्जन्यो यज्ञः कर्मसमुद्भवः.
All living bodies subsist on food grains which are produced from rains. Rains are produced by performance of yajna, and yajna is born of prescribed duties.
कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि ब्रह्मचर्यसमुद्भवम् तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम्.
Regulated activities are prescribed in the Vedas, and the Vedas are directly manifested from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Consequently, the all-pervading transcendence is eternally situated in acts of sacrifice.
एवं प्रवर्तितं चक्रं नानुवर्तयति यः अघायुरिन्द्रिया रामो मोघं पार्थ स जीवति.
My dear Arjuna, one who does not follow in human life the cycle of sacrifice, thus established by the Vedas, certainly leads a life full of sin, living only for the satisfaction of the senses, such as a person lives in vain.
यस्त्वात्मा रतिरेव स्यादात्मा तृप्ता स मानवः आत्मन्येव च सन्तुष्टस्तस्य कार्या न विद्यते.
But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization, and who is satisfied in the self only, fully satiated, for him there is not duty.
नैव तस्य कृतर्नार्थो न कृतेनेह कश्चन न चास्य सर्वभूतेषु कश्चिदार्थव्यपाश्रयः.
A self-realized man has no purpose to fulfill in the discharge of his prescribed duties, nor has he any reason not to perform such work, nor has he any need to depend on any other living being.
तस्मात् सक्तः सततं कार्यकर्म समाचर असक्तो ह्याचरन् कर्म परमात्मनोति पुरुषः.
Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty, for by working without attachment one attains the supreme.
कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिं मास्थिता जनकादयः लोकसङ्ग्रहमेवापि सम्पश्यन् कर्तुमर्हसि.
Kings such as Janaka attained perfection solely by performance of prescribed duties. Therefore, just for the sake of educating the people in general, you should perform your work.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
प्रभुपाद की जय.
Jai.
Sorry,
Jai.
Prabhuji, mistakenly read.
Very beautiful.
Thank you so much for the
Beautifully
opportunity.
recited, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Mataji and Bridget Mataji. Very nice. Om Tat Sat Iti Srimad Bhagavadgita Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Sambhade Karma Yogo Nama Trutiyadhyayah. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so we got Sunil Prabhuji joined from Netherlands. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you for joining. Beautiful evening of this Sangha.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
We can't see your face, Prabhuji. We see Shri. I think Radhadesh deities. I think it is, or Vrindavan deities. Okay, but anyway, thank you so much. We shall move on to the next. Next part is the Japa session. The devotees would chant one round of Japa wherever it is possible. Devotees unmute and chant. So can I request any devotee to do the Panchatattva mantra before the Japa, please?
May I, Prabhuji?
Yes,
Sorry.
Mataji, please. Krishna Kanya Mataji, everything Mataji.
Hare Krishna. What did? Sorry, did you want me to do something?
Panchatattva mantra Mataji, we
Oh,
should
Hare
do the
Oh,
japa.
sorry, I didn't realize. Sri Krishna. Did we do Om already? Yes, we did. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Hare
Ram.
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram. Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram.
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram.
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram.
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Hare Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram.
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Hare
Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram Ram. Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Ram.
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram
Ram
Ram.
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Ram.
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram. Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Hare Krishna
Ram.
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Ram.
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram.
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram. Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram Ram.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram. Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram. Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram Ram.
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram Ram.
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram.
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram.
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram. Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram. Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram.
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram Ram.
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram.
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram. Krishna 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram, Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
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 Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram Ram,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram, Ram Ram Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram,
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram, Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Dear devotees, thank you so much. If any devotees are chanting, kindly come faithful and look behind in the background. So meanwhile, we shall move on to the next part. It is the Kirtan. So today, can I request any volunteers to do the Kirtan, please? Anyone would like to do? Sadhu Prabhuji, would you like to do Kirtan, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat pranam to you and to all the devotees. Prabhu, can you listen? Can you hear me, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, perfectly.
Okay. Sure, Prabhu. I'm just not prepared at all. So,
There are the Madhava and Hare Krishna mantra is fine, Prabhuji.
okay. Let me, if I can do Jai Radha Madhava, Prabhu, if that's
Yeah.
okay. I think.
Yeah, follow the time, Prabhuji.
Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jaya
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jaya
Jaya Radha
Madhava
Madhava Jaya
Jaya
Kunja
Kunja
Bihari
Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jaya
Jaya
Radha
Radha
Madhava
Madhava Jaya
Jaya
Kunja
Kunja
Bihari
Bihari
जय गोपीजन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी
जय
जय
गोपी
गोपीजन
जनवल्लभा
जय
हरि
गिरिवरधारी
जय गोपीजन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी
जय गोपी
गोपी जनवल्लभा
जय
जय
हरि
गिरिवरधारी
जय गोपीजन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी
जय
गोपी जनवल्लभा
जय
जय गिरिवरधारी
जय जशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन
जय
यशोदनन्दन
Raja Raja
व्रजजनरञ्जन
Ranjana
जशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन
यशोदनन्दन
Jana
व्रजजनरञ्जन
जय जशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन
यशोदनन्दन व्रजजनरञ्जन
यमुनातीरे वनचारी
Jamuna
तीरो वनचारी
यमुनातीरे वनचारी
तीरो वनचारी
यमुनातीरे वनचारी
यमुना तीरो वनचारी
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
जय
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
जय गोपीजन वल्लभ जय गिरिवरधारी
जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी
जय जशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
Yashoda
यशोदनन्दन
Raja
व्रज
Jana
जनरञ्जन
Ranjana
यमुनातीरे वनचारी
यमुना
Jamuna Tirunavaramari
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
जय
राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
जय राधा गोकुलानंद की जय, जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद जय,
Jai.
गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल,
Hari Hari Bol.
हरि बोल. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, bro. Hare Bol.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very beautiful. Okay, so it is very nice Kirtan. We shall move on to next Guru Vandana. Okay, can I request any volunteers to do the Guru Vandana, please? Everyone would follow.
May I, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhagati Sadma
Shri
Shri
Guru
Guru
Charana
Padma
Deva
Bhagavati
Sadma
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhagati Sadma
Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhagavati
Sadma.
बंदो मोहि सावधान माते
Bando
मोहि
सावधान माते
बंदो मोहि सावधान माते
Bando मोहि सावधान माते
हरा प्रसादे भाई ए भवतोरिया जाय
जहरा प्रसादे हे भवतोरिया जाय
कृष्ण प्राप्ति होय जहाँ होते
कृष्ण
प्राप्ति
प्राप्ति होया
होते
कृष्ण प्राप्ति हो जहाँ होते
कृष्ण प्राप्ति होया होते
गुरु मुख पद्मा वाक्य चिते ते कोरिया क्या
गुरु का पद्मा वाक्य
ते
আর না করিও মানে আশা
আর না করিও মনে আশা
আর না করিও মানে আশা
আর না করিও মানে আশা
শ্রী গুরু চরণে রতি ऐसे उत्तम गति
শ্রী গুরু
গুরু চরণে
রতি
ऐसे उत्तम
গতি
ये प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा
প্রসাদ পুরে সর্বাশা
ये प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा
যে প্রসাদ পুরে সর্বাশা
चक्षुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से
चक्षुदान दिलो जे
जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से
चक्षुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से
चक्षुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशितो
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित
प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते
प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ
হইতে
होते
বিনাশ যাতে
प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जाते
প্রেম
प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश
যাতে
जाते
देखा जो हर चरितो
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित
काय जो हर चरितो
वेद गाय जहर चरित
श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनर बंधु
श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनर बंधु
नाथ लोकेर जीवाना
लोकनाथ जीवाना
लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवाना
लोकनाथ जीवाना
आहा प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया
आहा प्रभु करो मोरे पद छाया
পদ ছায়া
दिव्य जस कुशु त्रिभुवाना
सुख त्रिभुवाना
दिव्य जस कुशु त्रिभुवाना
सुख त्रिभुवाना
जय प्रभु पदा प्रभु पदा प्रभु पदा जय प्रभु पदा
जय प्रभु पदा प्रभु पदा
প্রভু পদ
शिल प्रभु पदा
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव
निताय गोरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गोरा हरि बोल
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल
Hari
Hari
Bol,
Bol,
Murari
Murari
Bol.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Very nicely led. Thank you so much. Okay, we shall move on to next Mangalacharan prayers. I can request other volunteer devotee to lead Mangalacharan prayers, please.
Shall I, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnana-timirandhasya. Do I do one line each?
How you feel comfortable? Yes, Mataji, one or two lines.
Okay. Om Jnana-timirandhasya Jnananjana-shalakaya
Oh,
Om Ajnana-timirandasya
Timirandasya
Jnananjana-shalakaya
Kaya.
Chakshurumilitam yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha.
Chakshurumilitam yena
Tasmai
Tasmai
Shri
Shri
Gurave
Gurave Namaha.
Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale
Shri
Chaitanya Manobhishtam
Manobhishtam
Stapitam Yena
Bhutale.
Bhutale
Vayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam
Vayam
Vayam
Rupah
Kadamayam
Kadayam
Dadati
Dadati
Swapadantikam.
Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha
Vandeham Shri Guru Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha.
Priyarupam Sragajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Saji Jivam
Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Sajivam
Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam
Sadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam
Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitam Sya
Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakam Cha.
He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate
He
Krishna
Krishna
Karuna
Karuna
Sindhu
Sindhu
Dinabandho
Dinabandhu
Jagatpate
Jagatpate
Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute
Gopesha
Gopesha Gopika
Kanta
Kanta Radha
Radha
Kanta
Kanta
Namostute.
Namaste.
Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari
Kanchana
Gaurangi
Gaurangi
Radhe
Radhe Vrindavaneshwari.
Vrindavанeshwari
Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye
Vrishabhanu Sute
Devi
Devi Pranamami
Pranamami
Hari
Priye.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Pati. Oh, sorry.
Vancha
Kalpatarubhyascha
Kalpatarubhyascha
कृपा
सिन्धुभ्यैव च
सिन्धुभ्यैव च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
पतितानां
पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
नमो नमः।
नम ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामीति नामिने।
नमो
नमो
विष्णुपदाय
विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णपृष्ठाय
कृष्णप्रस्थाय
भूतले
भूतले
श्रीमते
श्रीमते
वेदान्त
भक्तिवेदान्त
स्वामी
स्वामी नामिने।
नामिने।
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे।
नमस्ते
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 सरस्वते
सरस्वते
देवे
देवे
गौरवाणी
गौरवाणी
प्रचारिणे
प्रचारिणे
निर्विशेष
निर्विशेषा
शून्यवादी
शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे।
पाश्चात्देशतारिणे।
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
जय श्री
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
चैतन्य
प्रभु
प्रभु
प्रभु नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
श्री
श्री
अद्वैता
श्री
अद्वैता
गदाधर
गदाधर
शिवासादि
गौरभक्तवृन्द।
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
जय
जय
श्री
श्री
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
चैतन्य
चैतन्य
प्रभु
प्रभु नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
श्री
श्री
अद्वैता
अद्वैता
गदाधर
गदाधर
श्रीवासदि
शिवासादि
गौरभक्तवृन्द।
गौरभक्तवृन्दा।
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
जय
जय
श्री
श्री
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
चैतन्य
चैतन्य
प्रभु
प्रभु
नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
श्री
श्री
अद्वैता
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 गदाधर
गदाधर शिवासादि
गौरभक्तवृन्द।
गौरभक्तवृन्दा।
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण
कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
कृष्ण
हरे
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 राम
राम
हरे राम राम
राम
राम
राम
हरे
राम
हरे
हरे।
हरे
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
हरे
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्ण
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्ण
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 कृष्ण हरे
हरे हरे
हरे
हरे
हरे
हरे
राम
राम
हरे
हरे
राम
राम राम
राम
राम
राम
राम
राम
हरे
हरे
हरे।
हरे
हरे
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki,
Jai
Jai,
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai
Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Hare
Panchatattva ki
Bol,
jai.
Jai.
Jai
Jai.
Hari Hari Bol.
Okay, so can I request any other devotee to lead Premadvani prayers? Sunil Prabhuji, are you comfortable to lead this Premadvani prayers, Prabhuji?
Yes, let me try.
Yeah, so we do up to until Ki and we all follow behind with the response as Jaya.
जय नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजाकय कचार्य अष्टोत्तर सथ श्री श्री मत हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस शिला AC भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की जय।
Jai.
Jai.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्रजक आचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज की जय।
Jai.
Jai.
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय।
Jai.
Jai.
नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय।
Jai.
Jai.
इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य शिला प्रभुपाद की जय।
Jai.
प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री जय अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय।
Jai.
श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की जय।
Jai.
Jai.
श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय।
Jai.
मथुरा धाम की जय।
Jai.
Jai
नवद्वीप धाम की जय।
Jai.
जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय।
Jai.
Jai
गंगा माई की जय।
Jai.
Jai
यमुना माई की जय।
Jai.
Jai
Jai.
तुलसी देवी की जय।
Jai.
Jai
भक्ति देवी की जय।
Jai.
Jai
Jai.
गीत यज्ञ की जय।
Jai.
Jai
बृहत मृदंग की जय।
Jai.
सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय।
Jai.
Jai
गौर प्रेमानंदे।
Hari.
Hari Hari
Hari Hari
Bol.
Bol.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees.
Hare
Hare
All
Krishna
glories to the assembled devotees. All
Hari.
glories
Hare
to Krishna Guru
Krishna.
and Gauranga.
Hare Krishna.
And Krishna
Hare
Guru and Gauranga. Hari
all
Bol.
praise to Srila Prabhupada. Krishna.
Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Very beautiful, Prabhuji. Very nicely read. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay,
It's
so the
nice.
next one, all Mangalas and prayers are done. So now we shall move into Bhagavad Gita. So, in the Bhagavad Gita, in the evening sessions, we are following in the third chapter. It is the Karma Yoga, where Krishna is describing to Arjuna the different aspects of karma. So, if just in the recap, in the last shlokas, like yajna sistasinaha santo mutyante sarvakilbishaihi bhunjate te tvagam papahe pachinti atmakaranat. If anyone is offering to the Lord the food prepared for the Supreme Lord and offer it as a bhoga and we accept it as prasad, then it will be, we are free from all kinds of sinful activities. And otherwise, if we just cook prasad food only for ourselves, it is like we are eating only a sin. And then further, annat bhavanti bhutani pajjanyadanna sambhavaha Yajnat bhavati padjanyu yajna karma samudbhavaha. So Krishna says all the living entities subsist on the food grains, annat bhavanti bhutani, and that food grains come from the rains. They will grow from the rains, and rains come from the following the by performing the sacrifices. Pajanyad anna sambhavaha yajnat bhavati pajjanyu. And those rains come based on performance of yajnas. And yajna karma samudbhavaha. When one is following his prescribed duties, that will become the yajnas. And yajna means only for the pleasure of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. That is yajna, who is yajna Purusha. So these two slokas were covered in the last session. So today we are going to enter into 15th sloka, where this Krishna is saying that this karma has emanated from the um, Vedic injunctions, Vedas. And those Vedas have appeared from the mouth of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that's why when by engaging one in his prescribed duties, we are always in associating with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Our Lord, he is already in the prescribed duties. He is situated in the prescribed duties. So likewise, further, Krishna is describing. So today, Prabhavati Saci Mataji is going to speak on this shloka before Mataji takes over. And we shall go on to recite. So we got Pallab Prabhuji joined, Hare Krishna, Pallab Prabhuji, and Sankta Mataji, and
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for joining.
Mataji actually are out at Bipin Prabhu's place. So myself joined.
Very nice. Nice to see Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Okay,
Hare Krishna.
Hare. Okay, Pallab Prabhuji, would you like to recite this shloka, Prabhuji? Would you like to recite you recite 3 times, and then you would lead line by line, and we all follow 3 times, and then everyone will take it on that one. Would you like to lead, Prabhuji?
Just let me check, Prabhu. Just a minute. Should I start with mistake? That's the problem.
So before we start, otherwise, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, please.
Very good, very good.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Everyone.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
you recite 3 times individually on your own, Prabhuji, and once you're comfortable, then you lead line by line, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, okay. Karmo Brahma Dhavam Vidhi Brahmashkara Samuvadham Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yagye Pratishthitam. Two more times, Prabhu, is it?
Yes.
Karmo Brahma Dhavam Vidhi Brahmashkara Samudhavam Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yagye Pratishthitam. Karma Brahmadvavam Vidhi Brahmashkara Samudhavam Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yagye Pratishthitam.
Very nice. Now line by line, Prabhuji, all devotees follow behind you.
Karma Brahmadhavam Vidhi
Karma Brahmodbhavam
Brahmodbhavam
Vidhi
Vidhi
Brahmashkara Samudhavam
Brahmakshara
Brahmakshara Samudbhavam
Samudbhavam
Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma
Tasmat
Tasmat
Sarvagatam
Sarvagatam
Brahma
Brahma
Nityam Yagye Pratishthitam.
Nityam
Nityam
Yajne
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 Pratishthitam.
Pratishthitam.
Meaning, Prabhu?
Two more times, Prabhuji, line by line.
Okay. Karma Brahma Davam Vidhi
Karma
Karma
Brahma
Brahmodbhavam
Bhavam
Vidhi
Vidhi
Brahmaskara Samudbhavam
Brahmakshara
Brahmakshara
Samudbhavam
Samudbhavam
Bhavam
Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma
Tasmat
Tasma Sarvagatam
Sarvagatam
Brahma
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 Nityam Yagye Pratishthitam.
Nityam
Nityam
Yajne
Yajne
Pratishthitam.
Pratishthitam.
Karma Brahma Dvavam Vidhi
Karma
Karma
Brahma
Brahmodbhavam Vidhi
Vidhi
Brahmaskara Samudbhavam
Brahmakshara
Brahmakshara
Samudbhavam
Samudbhavam
Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma
Tasma
Tasmat
Sarvagatam
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 Brahma
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 Nityam Yagye Pratishthitam.
Nityam
Yajne
Yajne
Pratishthitam.
Pratishthitam.
Very beautiful, very nice. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Sorry for mistakes.
Very beautiful. Can I request you to take your turn to recite? Jahna Kanya Mataji, would you like to go first, Mataji, please?
Hare Krishna. Karma Brahmo Bhavam Vidhi Brahmakshara Samudbhavam Tasmad Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yajne Pratishtitam Karma Brahmod Bhavam Vidhi
Karma
Karma
Brahmodbhavam
Brahmodbhavam
Vidhi
Vidhi
Brahmakshara Samudbhavam Bhavam
Brahmakshara
Brahmakshara Samudbhavam
Samudbhavam
Tasmat Sarvagatim Brahma
Tasmat
Tasma
Bhagatam
Sarvagatam
Brahma
Nityam Yajne Pratishtitam
Nityam
Nityam
Yagye
Yajne
Pratishthitam.
Pratishtitam.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Prabhavati Sachi Mataji, you go on once and then line by line, Mataji.
So I do once and line by line we have to do, Prabhuji?
Yeah, later on, like Jahna Kanya.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi Brahmakshara Samudbhavam Tasma Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yajne Pratishtitam. Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi
Karma
Karma Brahmodbhavam
Brahmodbhavam
Vidhi
Brahmakshara Samudbhavam
Brahmashkara
Brahmakshara
Samudbhavam
Samudbhavam
Ma Sarvagatam Brahma
Tasmat
Tasmat
Sarvagatam
Sarvagatam
Brahma
Brahma
Nityam Yajne Pratishtitam.
Nityam
Nityam
Yagye
Yajne
Pratishthitam.
Pratishtitam.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Jai Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna. Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi Brahmakshara Samudbhavam Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yagne Pratishtitam कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विधि
कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं
Bhavam
विद्धि
Vidhi
ब्रह्माक्षरसमुद्भवम्
Brahmakshara Samudbhavam
तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म
Tasmat
Tasmat
Sarvagatam
Sarvagatam
Brahma
Brahma
नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम्
Nitam Yagge
Nityam Yajne
Pratishtitam.
Pratishtam.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Very beautiful, very nice. Thank you, Mataji.
Very beautiful.
And Surya Prabhuji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Karma brahmodhavam viddhi brahmaskara samudbhavam tasmat sarvagatam brahma nityam yagne pratishtitam karma brahmodhavam viddhi
Karma
Brahmodbhavam
Brahmodbhavam
Vidhi
Vidhi
brahmaskara samudbhavam
Brahmaskara
Brahmakshara Samudbhavam
Samudbhavam
tasmat sarvagatam brahma
Tasmat Sarvagatam
Sarvagatam
Brahma
Brahma
nityam yagne pratishtitam
Nityam
Yajne
Yajne
Pratishtitam.
Pratishtam.
Very beautiful, very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Sunil Prabhuji, please.
कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि ब्रह्माक्षरसमुद्भवं तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम् कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि
Karma
Brahmodbhavam
Brahmodbhavam
Vidhi
Vidhi
ब्रह्माक्षरसमुद्भवं
Brahmaskara
Brahmakshara
Brahmakshara
Samudbhavam
Samudbhavam
तस्मत् सर्वगतं ब्रह्म
Tasmat
Tasmat
Sarvagatam
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 Brahma
Brahma
नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम्
Nityam
Nityam
Yagge
Yagne
Pratishtitam.
Pratishtam.
Very beautiful, very
Beautiful, thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Indulekha Mataji. Mr. C. Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Kindly accept my humble obeisances over to Srila Prabhupada. You want me to recite, Prabhuji?
Yeah, do you recite once and then second time line by line, Mataji?
Okay. Karma brahmodbhavam vidhi brahmakshara samudbhavam tasmad sarvagatam brahma nityam yagne pratishtitam. Karma brahmodbhavam vidhi
Karma
Brahmodbhavam
Bhavam
Brahmodbhavam
Vidhi
Vidhi
brahmakshara samudbhavam
Brahmakshara
Brahmakshara
Samudbhavam
Samudbhavam
tasmat sarvagatam brahma
Tasmat
Tasmat
Sarvagatam
Sarvagatam
Brahma
Brahma
nityam yagne pratishtitam.
Nityam
Yagge
Yagne
Pratishtitam.
Pratishtam.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Very beautiful. Thank you, Mataji. Would you like to read the translation as well, Mataji, please?
Thank you. Translation. Regulated activities are prescribed in the Vedas, and the Vedas are directly manifested from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Consequently, the all-pervading transcendence is eternally situated in acts of sacrifice. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, this is Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi Brahmakshara Samudbhavam Tasma Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yajne Pratishtitam. Okay, so now I shall hand over the session to Prabhavati Saci Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhuji, I will try
Yes,
little
Mataji.
bit whatever I can.
Do you want me to share or you have a laptop to share, Mataji?
No, Prabhuji, you can share, Prabhuji, please.
Yes, share,
I have
Mataji.
not prepared anything much, just a
Yes,
little
share,
bit.
Mataji.
Sure, Prabhuji. Krishna. Okay, I'll recite the verse and I will.
Yes, yes, Mataji, please.
Uh, Bhagavadgita, chapter 3, Karma Yoga, text 15. Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi, Brahmakshara Samudbhavam, Tasma Sarvagatam Brahma, Nityam Yagne Pratishtitam. Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi, Brahmakshara Samudbhavam, Tasma Sarvagatam Brahma, Nityam Yagne Pratishtitam. कर्म ब्रह्मोद्भवं विद्धि ब्रह्माक्षरसमुद्भवं तस्मात् सर्वगतं ब्रह्मा नित्यं यज्ञे प्रतिष्ठितम्. Synonyms: karma, work; brahma, from the Vedas; udbhavam, produced; vidhi, you should know; Brahma, the Vedas; Akshara, from the Supreme Brahman, personality of Godhead; Samudbhavam, directly manifested; Tasmat, therefore; Sarvagatam, all pervading; Brahma, transcendence; Nityam, eternally; Yajne, in sacrifice; Pratishtitam, situated. Translation: regulated activities are prescribed in the Vedas, and the Vedas are directly manifested from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Consequently, the all-pervading transcendence is eternally situated in acts of sacrifice. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yajnartha karma, or the necessity of work for the satisfaction of Krishna only, is more expressly stated in this verse. If we have to work for the satisfaction of the Yajna Purusha, Vishnu, then we must find out the direction of work in Brahman or the transcendental Vedas. The Vedas are therefore code of working directions. Anything performed without the directions of the Vedas is called vikarma, or unauthorized or sinful work. Therefore, one should always take direction from the Vedas to be saved from the reaction of work. As one has to work in ordinary life by the direction of the state, one similarly has to work under direction of the supreme state of the Lord. Such directions in the Vedas are directly manifested from the breathing of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is said, Asya Mahato Bhutasya Nishvastitam Etad Yad Rigvedo Yajurvedaha Samavedo Tar Avagiraha. The four Vedas, namely the Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, and Atharva Veda, are all emanation from the breathing of the great personality of Godhead. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 4.5.11. The Lord being omnipotent can speak by breathing air, for as it is confirmed in the Brahma Samhita. The Lord has the omnipotence to perform through each of his senses the actions of all other senses. In other words, the Lord can speak through his breathing, and he can impregnate by his eyes. In fact, it is said that he glanced over material nature and thus fathered all living entities. After creating or impregnating the conditioned souls into the womb of material nature, he gave his direction in the Vedic wisdom as to how such conditioned soul can return home back to Godhead. We should always remember that the conditioned soul in material nature are all eager for material enjoyment, but the Vedic directions are so made that one can satisfy one's perverted desires, then return to Godhead having finished his so-called enjoyment. It is a chance for the conditioned souls to attain liberation. Therefore, the conditioned souls must try to follow the process of yajnas by becoming Krishna conscious. Even those who have not followed the Vedic injunctions may adopt the principles of Krishna consciousness, and that will take the place of performance of Vedic yajnas or karmas. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, in this verse, we can see Lord Krishna is explaining a lot of things. Actually, in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is explaining us mainly the 5 subjects. Ishvara, the Supreme Lord; Prakriti, the material nature; Jiva, the living entity; Kala, the time; Karma, work. So in these 5, 4 are eternal: Ishvara, Prakriti, Jiva, and Kala, which cannot be changed. But karma, we can change. So Lord Krishna is explaining how we have to work in this material world, how we have to behave. So this chapter itself is explaining all about mostly karma. So as a human being, as a conditioned soul, we can try to change our karma into good, the akarma, and go back to Godhead. So purport, yajnartha karma, or the necessity of work for the satisfaction of Krishna only, is more expressly stated in this verse. If we have to work for the satisfaction of the Yajna Purusha, Vishnu, then we must find out the direction of work in Brahman or the transcendental Vedas. The Vedas are therefore codes of working directions. So we can see here in Srila Prabhupada's purport, Srila Prabhupada is explaining that as a human being, when we are living in this material world, we have some codes and directions to follow. For example, when we work in workplace, we have to follow the rules and regulations of the workplace. We cannot just go and directly do whatever we want to do. We have to follow the manager's order, we have to follow our seniors, then we have to also follow a lot of instructions. In another example, Srila Prabhupada always giving, I was listening one lecture, he was saying that we cannot, if we know driving, we are driving, but we cannot drive according to our own will and wish. If we do that, then we will end up in accidents and we will miss the road, or we may do that. So similarly, in this material world, as a conditioned soul, we are abide by material law of nature. Lord Krishna has given us through so many shastras, and we have to read the shastras, like what to say. It will come further, but Krishna has given Bhagavad Gita to us. Even uh, Arjuna was instructed by Krishna. He cannot do whatever he wants. Arjuna was saying that I don't want to fight. He is the best example for us. He said, I don't want to end up with the bad karma. I don't want to go to hell. As we all know in first chapter, how much he is lamenting over, how much he is compassionate towards his guru and grandfather, Bhishmacharya, and all of them. So though they actually Kauravas did a lot of things for them, unwanted things which they were really suffering, but he was so compassionate, he didn't want to fight, he wanted to go to the forest. So but Krishna said, that is your dharma, you have to do, you have to uh, follow the prescribed duties of Kshatriya. So then if you don't do, then you will end up in going to the hell. So that is what he's giving with the best example is Arjuna is the best example here. So then next is anything performed without the direction of the Vedas is called vikarma. So there are 3 types of karmas: karma, akarma, and vikarma. So karma is whatever we are is prescribed duties said in the shastras. We can say in further it is coming like Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, in the Atharvana Veda. But in this age of Kali, we cannot follow all those things. That is only meant for this materially people. They can follow everything, then they can come in the path of the from Karma Kanda to Karma Yoga, Jnana Kanda to Jnana Yoga, and I think Upasana Kanda, something like that. Bhakti Yoga, they can come to that. So that's what I know. But I have not read all these Vedas. But for us in Kali Yuga, we have been given such a treasure of books, Srimad Bhagavadgita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. And there are so many small books Srila Prabhupada has given for us. But in fact, there are 18 Puranas. I heard one of the Prabhu was explaining 6 Puranas are meant for who was in the mode of Sattva Guna, 6 Puranas meant for one who is in the mode of Rajoguna, and 6 Puranas are for those who are in the mode of Tamoguna, mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. So by reading them, they can come slowly into the platform of the bhakti. But so for us, we have a beautiful book Srila Prabhupada has written with the beautiful purport, Bhagavadgita as it is, and Srimad Bhagavatam, we can have a lot of knowledge how to do work, how to do karma, and without reaction. So Lord Krishna has explained in every chapter. In further, he will explain every chapter how to do our prescribed duties, and we have to offer these things to Krishna. So work which is done as per the Shastras, it is called as karma. That has got reaction, still we come back. It will bind us in the this one birth and death cycle. And vikarma is very dangerous, so which is against the prescribed, the Vedic it says in the which is says against the Shastras. So, for example, Srila Prabhupada always gives example of building big factories, which is not needed. Then increasing slaughterhouses everywhere. These are called as ugra karmas, vikarmas. This will give only as a bad reactions, and which is the path to the hell. Then akarma is only to the pleasure of the Krishna. So we do have to do the work, but it will. So we have to always think that I am meant to do, but it's all for your everything. I am surrendered to you. So this is called as akarma. So we have to try to do akarma so that we can come slowly, transcend all the material modes, mode of goodness and even mode of passion and mode of ignorance. So mode of goodness also will bind us and we will have to come back. So all those are pious activities which is done in the mode of goodness. We will have the reactions for I mean we will have to come back to enjoy the pious activities. That's what I have heard. Then next is as one has to work in ordinary life by the direction of the state, one similarly has to work under direction of the supreme state to the Lord. That we have already explained, but this is very important here. So Krishna is guiding everywhere, every step, how to behave, how to work, how to discharge our duties. We have to work because we have to live in this material world. But without work, nobody can sustain. But we have like how many hours? 24 hours per day. So we have to minimize our. We have to actually divide our hours. Like one of the lecture when I was listening, we have to divide 8 by 8 by 8. But in this country, it is not possible because our shift patterns are very different. Every whoever is a professional, sometimes they have to work so long. So it is not always possible to just maintain that 8 by 8 by 8. It is not possible. But still, we have to try as much as we can. So at least we have to spend few hours for our bhakti and to do the regulative principles, follow the regulative principles. So we cannot have our own rules and regulations. We have to work under the directions of the Supreme Lords. Such directions in the Vedas are directly manifested from the breathing of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So there is a verse in here. It is said, Asya Mahato Bhutasya Nivasitam Etad Yad Rigveda Yajurvedah Samavedo Tarva Angirasaha. The four Vedas, namely Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, and Atharva Veda, are all emanation from the breathing of the great personality of Godhead. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 4.5.11. So we know that Lord Krishna can do anything. So he is the omniscient, omnipotent, and he is very powerful. He is the reservoir of the knowledge. So in here it says all the Vedas are came through his breathing. But as also we know that Lord Krishna himself says in chapter 10, 8th verse, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matha sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajate mam buddhabhava samanvitaha. Krishna says that all this material and spiritual world is emanated by me, and everything is coming from me only. So we know that Krishna himself says, nobody else is saying. And also in Srimad Bhagavatam chapter 1, the first verse also, Lord Krishna, Vyasa Maharshi, he offers beautiful praise to the Supreme Personality of Godhead before he starts Srimad Bhagavatam. जन्माद्यस्य यतो अन्वयादितरतश्चार्तेष्वभिज्ञास्वरात् तेने ब्रह्महृदयादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यः सूरयः तेजो वारिप्रणाम् यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा दाम्ना स्वेन सदा रसकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि. So here he himself explains, Srila Vyasadeva. He is also the incarnation of Lord himself, came for the purpose of bringing back all the Vedas and Puranas and everything. So he says here, Tene Brahma Hridayadikavaye Muhyanti Yasurayah. So Tene Brahma Adikavaye. Lord Krishna has given the knowledge to Brahma. Pass on that Vedic knowledge to Lord Brahma. So we can see there are so many references. And there is another verse in Bhagavad-Gita chapter 15, 15th verse. That is also, there also Lord Krishna says that I am the compiler of the Vedas. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mattah smriti jnanam apohanam cha vedaischa sarvairahame vaivedyo vedanta kridveda videha chaham. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. So there are so many examples we can see. Lord Krishna himself has told in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna to just like us people, not to get confused. He says that he is the compiler of the Vedanta and I am the knower of the Vedas. So this is very important to know that Krishna himself has done this. So this is called as the Apaurusheya Grantha, not man-made or human-made. It is by, thank you, Prabhuji. Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. This we Nirdvando Nitya Sattvasto Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. And some again further Lord Krishna says the Vedas deal mainly with the subject of the three modes of material nature. O Arjuna, become transcendental to those three modes, be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in the self. So we have to know the Vedas. Thank you, Prabhuji. So we have to know the that Lord Krishna is the compiler of the Vedas, and we have to have a faith in that, and we have to study thoroughly. So if we study thoroughly Vedas and follow the instruction of Krishna through the Guru Parampara, it is not possible through our tiny brain. Actually, we cannot understand everything. We need a guidance. We need a Guru. Then only we can understand through the disciplic succession. So then only we can transcend all these modes. Then we can be free of all the dualities and anxieties. Then we can focus on the devotional service. We can understand better. Thank you, Prabhuji, for this sharing this. Hare Krishna. Then Srila Prabhupada explains why Krishna is omnipotent, and he has got omnipotent means unlimited power. So he can do anything. We are also the part and parcel of Krishna, but we have limited power. So in Bhagavadgita, 15th chapter, 7th verse, Krishna says also that we are the part and parcels of him. And we also have qualities like Krishna, but very minimal quantity. But we are the conditioned soul. Krishna is unlimited, we are limited. So, and why Krishna is not simply powerful? Because he has 6 great qualities. Not qualities, he is so powerful. Parashara Maharshi gives the example. He is possessing great wealth. He is a great intelligent. He is very powerful. He has physical strength. He has beauty. He has fame. So, in human being, thank you, Prabhuji. Aishwarya samagrasya वीर्यस्य यशसः श्रियः ज्ञानवैराग्यशो यशो शैव शरैतै शरैति भवमागरा. Bhagavan means Aishwarya Samagrasya, the master of all wealth within the creation. That is Bhagavan, not that millions of trillions of daughters, but all the wealth. Aishwarya Samagra Bhuktaram Yajnatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. So we can see another example also. So he has got everything. So as a human being, we cannot claim that I am most intelligent. We can be intelligent in one subject. The best example I can see in medical field, also we can see in IT field or any field you can see, people are specialized in only one specialty. And one example I can say for cardiac surgery. Everybody cannot come and do the surgery, open heart surgery. Or anybody cannot go and do the angiogram in cath lab. Or anybody can go and do the abdominal surgery, like that things. So similarly, we can say that IT, I don't know anything about IT also. There are so many different things we have to learn. But we, in front of Lord Krishna, our intelligence is so small. So that is why Srila Prabhupada always says we have to be humble. We need to, if we know little bit thing, we shouldn't be proud. So this is what we cannot compare Krishna to for anything. So he has he is the one creating all this material nature. So he is working under his material nature, like one material nature and different sections, different demigods he has. For example, earth, water, fire, all this are controlled by different demigods. Also, we can see the creation. He is giving the charge of secondary creation to Lord Brahma. Like all these things, we can see that he don't have to do anything, but he still everything is working under his control. So we cannot do that. So this is one of the example. Prabhuji, can we go back to the purport of that 15th verse? Yeah. So the Lord being omnipotent can speak by breathing air, for as it is confirmed in the Brahma Samhita, the Lord has the omnipotence to perform through each of his senses the actions of all other senses. So we know that when we offer food in front of Krishna's photo or anything, we cannot say that it is a photo. Lord himself is residing there, and even the deities. So one who don't have the deities, we cannot. We can offer to Krishna. We can keep a Krishna's photo, and we have to always think that Krishna is present there. This one beautiful verse Prabhuji has displayed from Brahma Samhita. Angani yasya sakalendriya vrittimanti pashyanti panti kalayanti chiram jaganti ananda chinmaya sadujvala vigrahasya govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, whose transcendental form is full of bliss, truth, sustainability, and is thus full of the most dazzling splendor. Each of the limbs of that transcendental figure possesses in himself the full-fledged functions of all the organs and eternally sees, maintains, and manifests the infinite universe, both spiritual and mundane. So Srila Prabhupada has explained here so beautifully. Krishna don't have to, each of his limbs of that transcendental figure possesses in himself the full-fledged functions of all the organs and eternally sees, maintains, and manifests the infinite universe, both spiritual and mundane. So Lord Brahma has beautifully explained everything in here. Okay. Natasya, this is as stated in the Vedas, Natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate, natas samascha abhyadikascha drishyate, parasya shaktihi vividaiva shruyate, swabhaktihi jnana bala kriyacha. The Supreme Lord has nothing to do, and no one is found to be equal to or greater than him, for everything is done naturally and systematically by his multifarious energies. Svetashara Upanishad. Creation and maintenance and annihilation are all conducted personally by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and this is confirmed in Bhagavadgita. Maya dekshena prakritihi suyate sacharacharam. So I think it is in Bhagavad Gita chapter 9, 7th verse, Prabhuji. Maya Dikshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. I think I forgot that one. Yeah. Krishna says. Yes, Prabhuji?
Yeah, I think 9th chapter is not.
Okay, 9th chapter, yeah. So everywhere there is so much explanation about Krishna don't have to do anything, but he is the creator and he is the maintainer of everything, and he is the annihilator, and he existed. He existed. He is ever existing. So when there is no creation, he was there. When everything annihilated, he will be there, and now he is there. So this has been, yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः सूयते सचराचरं हेतुनानेन कौन्तेया जगद्विपरिवर्तते. This material nature, which is one of my energies, is working under my direction, O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. So Krishna says, everything is, this material nature is one of his great energy, and it is working under his direction. So he is, by his glance itself, he can create. He don't need to have any female body. He can just glance, and everything will be there. All the whatever is needed, everything will be there. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again and again. So um, the nature of law of nature, nobody can stop. So everything will act according to his Krishna's own will, and everything will annihilate. Also, sometimes we have to be very careful what we do in this material world. We think that, oh, sometimes we think Krishna is not watching, nobody is watching me, I can do anything. So we can't do. There is a punishment as well for us. I was talking to one of my colleague. He is practicing Christianity, but he said, I have to be ready for the final judgment. So every religion, there is they know that there is after we leave the body, there is something called as final judgment. So they are all scared of that. Some of the whatever they follow, they are really scared of doing anything unwanted things. So this karma is a very, very danger, very, very serious matter, and we have to be very careful. And we have to always think that there is some superior who is under his direction. Everything is working under his direction. And also we need to remember what type of karma we do, the good karma or bad karma, whatever. So we need to be careful. Thank you, Prabhuji. Can we? I think, yeah, we were near the omnipotent. Okay. So thank you, Prabhuji. He glanced over material nature and thus fathered all living entities. So that we already discussed. After creating or impregnating the conditioned souls into the womb of material nature, he gave his directions in the Vedic wisdom as to how such conditioned soul can return home back to Godhead. So we can see in Bhagavad Gita everywhere Krishna is guiding us. You do this, you do that. Through Arjuna, he's telling us we have to follow the rules and regulations of the Vedas, like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, through the spiritual masters. The rules and regulations are, for us, we have to follow 4 regulative principles. That is the limb of the dharma. We cannot break. So that is also one of the austerity. Not everybody can do in this age of Kali. So one who is fortunate enough only, then he can follow that one. No meat eating, no gambling. I think all of you know. I don't want to repeat it again and again, but no intoxication, no illicit sex. This is very important. 4 of the this one, 4 of the regulative principle. If we break one, we are breaking the pillar of dharma. These are the 4 pillars of dharma. So it is like if we break one, then it will collapse. So we will be committing sins. So we should try to follow these regulative principles. He gave his directions in the Vedic wisdom as to how such conditioned souls can return home back to God. Yeah, this is the thing we have to do. We should always remember that the conditioned souls in material nature are all eager for material enjoyment. This is very important. Srila Prabhupada has explained here. We are always, as a conditioned soul, if we are not in association with the devotees, if we kind of, okay, today I have some free time, I will go and meet somebody, my best friend, though they are not following Krishna consciousness, I'll go and see her. It's not, Prabhupada never said that you should not socialize, but I myself have experienced one time. I used I went to my friend who she never follows anything, and if she says, "Who has seen? If Krishna gave me what he is going to give me if I follow your Krishna consciousness, what is he going to give me? Then let him give me a lot of money, property, then I will follow. Like that things. Then our mind also will be polluted. So we should not constantly keep in connection with associate with the non-devotees. We should try to change them. If they are not able to do, then we have to find our own path. Otherwise, we will be wasting a lot of time. So here Krishna has given beautiful this one, so Srila Prabhupada has given us beautiful moment of how to go back to home, back to Godhead. So as a conditioned soul, we are always under the stringent of Maya. So Maya can attack us any time. So to escape from this, we have to follow this strictly rules and regulations. Follow rule this what is that, for regulative principles. Then chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra constantly. Then actually we have to chant without offense if possible. There are 10 offenses where Jai Mataji other day explained beautifully Krishna Prema. I don't know. Do I need to read Prabhuji? Okay, I'll read. I have time. To the 10 offenses against the holy name, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu, to disobey the order of the spiritual master, to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature pursuance of the Vedic version, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination, to give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name of the Lord, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name, and to maintain material attachment even after understanding so many instructions on the matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Jayaved Mataji beautifully gave a presentation other day about how to achieve Krishna Prema. I think we have to listen. Whoever did not attend, you should really listen to that class. Very beautifully she explained. So ultimately Krishna Prema is the topmost, but to reach that stage, we have to we have to cross so many obstacles. We have to succeed with so many obstacles. That is only possible by constant association of the devotees, attend sanghas, attend japa, and Bhagavatam classes. And otherwise, what will happen, as Prabhuji has beautifully done this diagram, how we will go into different species of life, like 84 lakhs in Indian this one terms. I don't know this millions. So it's a human form of life is so best one. So we should make use of this human life. Actually, when I went to Nepal, Patri Prabhu was explaining the human form of life is a good one, but all of them are not using that. So he says, he was giving a statement saying that one who really understand and make use of this human form, that is the real human form. So every human form we are wasting. Like whenever we get this human form, not everyone is fortunate enough. They don't want to come to this Krishna consciousness movement. So this is one of the important thing we have to remember all the time. Thank you, Prabhuji. This is from which one? This is Bhagavatam, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Naradeham adyam sulabham sudurlabham plavam su kalpam guru karnadharam. Maya anukulena nabaswateritam Pumam bhava adim nataret sa atmaha. Translation: the human body, which can award all benefit in life, is automatically obtained by the law of nature. Although it is a very rare achievement, this human body can be compared to a perfectly constructed boat having the spiritual master as the captain and the instrument of the personality of Godhead, as favorable winds impelling it on its course. Considering all these advantages, a human being who does not utilize his human life to cross the ocean of material existence must be considered the killer of his own souls. It's so true. Thank you, Prabhuji. So this human form is so valuable, very much, very rare. Bhunam Janmanamante, there is a verse in chapter 8 or chapter 7, I don't remember. So Krishna says, after this many births, one soul can come into the path of Krishna consciousness. So thank you, Prabhuji. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudevah sarvaiti samahatma sudurlabhaha. After many births and deaths, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes, and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare. So we can imagine it is not possible to understand Krishna. We have to have faith. The faith is most important. So love and faith. Only with the pure love we can, go nearer to Krishna without any doubts. We should not have any doubts. And whenever Guru or through the Guru Parampara, our Shiksha Gurus, whoever is teaching us, we need to have 100% faith. Otherwise, we cannot achieve Krishna Bhakti. We cannot come into the path of platform of Bhakti. So to come into that platform, we have to follow a lot of rules and regulations, and we have to have that aim of at least I will try to go back to Godhead. So this material enjoyment is always temporary. Dukhalayam ashashvatam. Lord Krishna says in 8th chapter, I think. So mama petya punarjanma dukhalayam ashashvatam. Nothing is permanent in this material world. Only permanent is Krishna Bhakti. So we have to try to go back to return to Godhead. It is a chance for the conditioned souls to attain liberation. So this is a rarest of rare opportunity for all of us. So we have to make use of this human form. So that is why we are called as conditioned souls. We are conditioned in so many ways, but we have to try to understand, and we have to try to go back to Godhead. So it is a chance for the conditioned souls to attain liberation. Therefore, the conditioned souls must try to follow the process of yajnas by becoming Krishna conscious. Yajna means Krishna, Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. The meaning of yajna is Vishnu. I think it's explained in the same chapter. I think 9th verse. Let me check. 9th verse, I think so. Yeah. यज्ञार्थः कर्मणो अन्यत्र लोकोऽयं कर्म बन्धनः तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर. Work done as a sacrifice for Vishnu has to be performed, otherwise work causes bondage in this material world. Therefore, O son of Kunti, perform your prescribed duties for his satisfaction, and in that way you will always remain free from bondage. Here Krishna is explaining how we can be free from this entanglement of bondage. So everything we have to offer to Krishna or Lord Vishnu. So that is why we don't have to, maybe whoever is a beginner here or anybody we talk about this verse, then they may think that if they are beginners, they may think that, oh, why only we have to worship Krishna and Vishnu, Krishna or Vishnu? Why can't we worship Lord Shiva, Durga, or everybody? Yes, they are very important as well. But in the previous verse, we have understood that if we satisfy Vishnu, everybody will be satisfied. So all the demigods also will be satisfied. So why to do twice or thrice? So we can do one time with full of faith and devotion. So they all will be satisfied. In fact, the demigods also will be satisfied. Whatever we offer, it will all go to Krishna only. Bhuktaram Yajnatapasam Sarvabhuta Maheshwaram. In 5th chapter, Krishna himself says in 29th verse. So shall I read this also, Prabhuji? Okay. Yatha taroho moola निषेचनेन तृप्यन्ते तत् स्कन्द भुजोपशाकः प्राणोपरचच्च यतेन्द्रियानं तदैव sarvahanam achyuteja. Translation: as pouring water on the root of a tree energizes the trunk, branches, twigs, and everything else, and as supplying food to the stomach enlivens the senses and limbs of the body, simply worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead through devotional service automatically satisfies the demigods who are parts of that Supreme Personality. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, all the answers are there in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So we have to scrutinizingly study Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, also Chaitanya Charitamrita. Chaitanya Charitamrita, we can see how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and he he gave us that beautiful Sankirtana moment. So he also said, what is our dharma as a human being, conditioned soul? Jivere Swarupahaya Krishnera. Krishnera, I forgot that.
Nityadas.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Nityadas.
Nityadasa. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah. So our main job is to we have to consider Krishna is as our supreme Lord, and we are his servants of servants. So that is why in ISKCON we are all given the name and Dasa, Dasi, and all. So we are nobody. We are not the supreme. Our dharma is to Jivera Swarupahaye Krishnera Nityadasa Krishnera Tatasta Sakti Beda Abeda Prakasha. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. I forgot. Sorry, I did not prepare so much, Prabhuji, today. Anyway, so in ISKCON we have like 4 yajnas mainly to perform. Like one is Sankirtana Yajna, another one is deity worship, or we have to really do any. If we are not able to do the deity worship, at least we have to keep their photos there also. Krishna is residing in everywhere. We can give an example of Prahlad Maharaj when he prayed, when Hiranyakashipu asked, "Is your Lord in this this one as well, wall as well?" And he says, "Yes." So we can see that pillar. So we can see that Krishna is residing everywhere. Anything we keep, our faith should be strong, our belief should be strong, and we need to have that faith. So we have to pray. That is one of the important thing we have to do. And another thing is spiritual initiation. That is also one of the yajna. Means it is not easy to take initiation. We cannot ask when we see any guru, can you please give me initiation? No, we need to prepare. We need to do so much of austerity, chanting 16 rounds, reading Shastras, Bhagavadgita, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and all the Srila Prabhupada's books. Then we have to follow the regulatory principles. We have to do arati. We have to do services. so many things we have to do. It doesn't come like that, but we have to work for that. Then only we can be complete. Then one of the Prabhu was saying, classless society movement. So this is also one of the important thing. Classless society movement means there shouldn't be any discrimination of Varna, Ashrama or anything. That is the classless. That is what one of the Prabhuji was saying today. I was just listening one class. So we have to work towards that. Srila Prabhupada was trying to do that. Classless movement means we have to give Krishna Bhakti to everyone in spite of caste or anything. So according to the, in chapter 4, there is one verse about the Varnashrama Dharma, Chartur Varnyam. That's a verse I completely forgot about that now. So Chaturvanyam Maya Srishtam. It was Gunakarma Vibhagashaha. Lord Krishna himself has given this four this varnas and ashramas, but that is these varnas are it shouldn't be working as a demoniac way. It should be working as a divine way. So with divine way means everything we have to connect to Krishna. Whatever we are doing, whatever we are thinking, whatever we do, we have everything we have to offer to Krishna. Then everything will become uh, Krishna's moment. That also is called as classless moment. That is what Prabhu was explaining. Maybe I'll explain next time better. So this I really liked it, that four things he said today, Sankirtana Yajna, including book distribution, that is also one yajna, he said, and we should become instrument for the book distribution, because we can see in Krishna, Hare Krishna moment, so many devotees changed after reading books. I remember one of the pastime in Russia, I think, so one of the Prabhuji was having a slaughterhouse, and somebody gave him one book. I think either it is, I think it was a perfect questions, perfect answer, something like that, or science of self-realization, one of the book. So he ignored it. He left it in one side, and he keep on doing his job. And finally, there was a big wind came, and that page opened up, and when he went and saw that page, he wrote in that whatever he saw, he was so stuck with wonder. And he was I think in that it was explaining about what type of food we have to eat, like and he picked up that book. He came home after closing his shop, and he read that completely, and next day he closed the shop, and he went in search of these devotees, and he completely changed. He accepted Krishna consciousness, and he became a big devotee, and became a big preacher also, and a book distributor. I forgot his name. So there are so many other incidents also. I think among us also, for me, my own example I give, I was reading, first my book was Science of Self-Realization. It was so amazing. So it is so many devotees are sharing their examples, and this His Grace Patri Prabhuji, he was saying he read Bhagavad-Gita first when he was in army. He was in army in Russia. So he read that, and he changed completely. He gave up that job, and he's a great devotee now. He is a great scholar. My God, he is so amazing. So we can see so many devotees, great devotees, just changed because of the book distribution, and they got in touch with the books, and they have changed. And deity worship is another, because we can establish our direct relationship with the Krishna. We can, the sambandha, videya, prayojana. So we have what we completely, as a human being, before we come to Krishna consciousness, we didn't know where we come from, what is our identity. We didn't know anything, but as we start getting to know into about Krishna, our relationship, we can start re-establishing loving Krishna. So this is one of the thing. Another thing, spiritual initiation. I think everybody should take initiation. That is very important. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said everyone has to take initiation. Without that, it is incomplete. So it is very important to find a guru, and we have to take initiation, and we have to try to create classless society movement. This is what I learned from one of the Prabhuji today. Yes, it's so nice. And I think it's a time to stop. Please forgive me for mistakes. And I didn't prepare. Prabhuji asked me in the afternoon. So I just tried to read little bit. Whatever I came to my mind, I just gave. Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving this opportunity, and forgive me for mistakes. And thank you for sharing all the references. And thank you all devotees for listening. And if you have any questions, I'll pass on to Amok Prabhuji. And thank you for all your blessings. And sorry for my mistakes. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Very beautifully explained, Mataji. Always purport. So beautiful. So this is Karma Brahmodbhavam Vidhi. Brahmakshara Samadbhavam Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nityam Yajne Pratishtitam. So the Lord is always present in our prescribed duties. Nityam Yajne Pratishtitam. So he is not far away. So that's why this Varnashrama Dharma is always to be followed. That is the basis. But for the devotees, they cross. So Krishna conscious means it is transcendental. One of the statements, Manye Giramte Jagatam Vimohinim. Manye Giramte Jagatam Vimohinam. Varam Vrunisheti Bhajanta Matayat. Vachanusanche Yedno Janositaha. Karma Punha Karma Katam Punha Karma Karoti Mohitaha. Prithvi Maharaj says, my dear Lord, you spoke so many things in the Vedic injunctions. But it is only bewildering my mind. Manye Giramte Jagatam Vimohinim. Varam Vrunisheti Bhajanta Matayat. But Vachanitancha Vachanitancha Yedno Janositaha. Katam Punha Karma Karoti Mohitaha. Again, it will, though one can follow these Vedic injunctions and then, but many people take it like a perform pious activities, go to the heaven, and then come back again. It will go on in a repeating cycle, repeating birth, old age, disease, and that same cycle it goes. Even that is Prithvi Maharaj's statement. So that, but Krishna consciousness, it will come out from the loop. It will come out from the loop of birth, old age, disease, and death. Okay, so that is Krishna consciousness, all transcendental platform. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very beautifully explained. Okay, I request the devotees, if you have got any questions or you wanted to share anything or comments, kindly ask questions, kindly reflect, kindly share. Hare Krishna. Jahna Kanya Mataji, are you available, Mataji? Okay, Indulekha Mataji. Jai Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes, thank you. And Mataji, can you hear me? First of all, I'm having.
Yes,
okay.
Mataji.
Okay. Yes. I want to just congratulate Mataji firstly. I think it was such an amazing class. And Mataji, even though you only just found out this afternoon, you did amazingly, in fact, brilliant job. And your knowledge of Bhagavad Gita is just amazing. You know the Bhagavad Gita inside out, I would say. So thank you so much. I do have one question only because I didn't understand something, and it's in the translation. Yes, so the second line, that all-pervading transcendence is eternally situated in acts of sacrifice. So here, the all-pervading transcendence, are they talking about like the whole Bhagwan aspect or Brahman aspect, or I just, sorry, I didn't understand that. Sorry. Or what does it mean really? All pervading transcendence, because Brahman is full of transcendence. Are they talking about that or something else? Sorry, my knowledge is not there.
Prabhavati Sachi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. What I understand here is a Krishna himself, isn't it, Prabhuji? He is the act of sacrifice, right, Prabhuji?
So Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma.
Yeah.
Brahma is the transcendence.
Yeah.
So it is the feature of the Lord. He is present in the prescribed duties or the sacrifices.
Yeah.
Nityam Yajne Pratishtitam. So when we are following prescribed duties, we are not tainted by any sinful activities. This is kind of a akarma. So Brahma Lord is present when we carry out our prescribed duties.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. I just, my mind was going slightly in a different tangent. Like I thought it was talking about Brahman effulgence and things, but it's not. It's talking about the actual Lord present.
Yeah, in this verse, I think it is a Lord, isn't it, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Yes, Mataji. So Lord is always. So this is when we follow, we need the Karta and the Kshetra, Kshetrajna.
Yeah, yes.
And then tenses, and then the time, and different kinds of subject matters. There are 5 subject matters that Krishna speaks, like Panchaitani Mahabhoho Karanani Nibodami Sankhe Kritante Proktani Siddhaye Sarvakarmanam. Say 1813 here, 5 causes for the accomplishment of all action. So Lord is also present when that is called Tasma Sarvagatam Brahma Nijjim Vidni Pratishtitam. So there is Doshena. I think so there every activity it includes of, so Krishna says in the 18th chapter, Sahajam Karma Kaunteya Sadhosham Api Natyajet. Sarvaramba hi doshena dhumen agnirivavritaha. Every endeavor is covered by some fault, just as fire is covered by smoke. Therefore, one should not give up the work born of his nature, O son of Kunti, even if such work is full of fault. By carrying out one prescribed duties, he is free from the reactions of that work. Okay, so that is very beautifully explained. But every activity has got some kind of fault in it. So when we carry out a duty, the Lord is present. Tam jiva karma padivim anuvartamana. Lord is always. Okay, so that is right, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Jai Mataji. I don't know Bhagavad Gita so well, Mataji. I'm just trying. Thank you so much for your comments. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. And thank you for Amog Prabhuji also. And Indulekha Mataji and
You did very
Janakani
nicely.
Mataji. Every
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Janakanya
Sorry, I
Mataji.
couldn't unmute when you asked for me. But all I can say, you are amazing. You've actually, Patri Prabhu must have injected some kind of nectar into you to relate this verse so beautifully. And I must say, you can go on, and we still want to hear more. Apart from time, time doesn't allow for us because it's so beautiful what you had to say, and you articulated it so beautifully, Mataji. I always like to hear you, and to know that when you started, you were so shy and saying you don't know anything, and to think that you've developed so well and produced such a beautiful rendition of this verse is amazing. I'm really pleased to hear that. And when you were talking about, Prabhupada would say we're fools not to take up this kind of preaching, take the preaching seriously, and make good of it. And we are fools to let our lives just get caught up in what shall I say, poisonous. You know that song I sang once with
Yes, yes, Mataji.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hari Hari. We don't know we're drinking poison.
Yes.
So we are really is in a way when you think about we are actually it is like a snake poisoning you. We don't need snake to poison us. We're poisoning ourselves. So and snakes don't come and want to kill you. We disturb the snakes. So we should be really good people, with all these beautiful teaching. We should be perfect by now, but we are not. We're so hell bent on running away from Krishna and finding our own way. And we never find our own way because we get lost in the miseries, and we don't realize, and we keep thinking one more step and we'll be fine. One more step we're fine. We're not. We're just
Yes,
getting
Mataji.
into such a ridiculous, and we wonder why we're suffering, So little steps, you can take from the teachings and you can get so blissful. It's such a sad life, yeah. But this group is really good because we are allowed to delve into these things and share them, which is so lovely. And the key thing is to sharpen your ears so you can hear it. And are we listening so intently, so with rapt attention, Prabhupada says? Are we giving it our rapt attention? And knowing what you're saying is so full of nectar, is so beautiful. This is what we have to listen. Use our senses in the right way. Yeah? And things will get a lot better. Thank you very much. That was beautiful. Hari
Thank you very much,
Hari
Mataji. Hari
Vifale
Bol.
Janama Gunainu. Hari Hari Bifale Janama Gunainu. Prabhupada loved this bhajan because he says he's putting it on a plate what we should be doing. Not to drink poison.
You are great inspiration, Mataji, for us when we come to the temple. I miss you. Recently, I didn't see you 2-3 days.
Well, I've been going different hours because of my grandchildren as well. I've been doing the evening seva as well, you see, so I don't get to see, but I'm there tomorrow in the
Okay, Mataji.
afternoon.
See you
Yeah.
tomorrow then. Yeah.
Yes, come and see me at the bookstall about 2
Yeah,
o'clock.
sure. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. But tomorrow is good. We start the Julan tomorrow.
Yeah, I
In
think
the
so. I'm
morning,
not sure.
and there's one in the evening as well. So
Okay.
please, everybody, try and make an effort if you can to come tomorrow to the temple and enjoy baby Krishna. Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Sorry, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Bhagavati, Saci Mataji. As usual, you explained so much, so nicely that there is no scope for question or correction or anything. And as Mataji said, maybe Patri Prabhu has given you a good dose of the nectar. That's why. Otherwise, you always speak nicely. So thank you so much. There is no question, no comment. I would just say, please keep it up. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for your blessings and all blessings from all the whole, Express Sangha plus Amoga Prabhuji's effort, Mataji. I'm nothing. I was zero. I don't know. I'm learning and learning and learning from everyone. But yeah, it's all
Yes.
Amoga
That's what I
Prabhuji.
always say.
You, Mataji, you are one of the great inspiration. Janukanya Mataji, all of you, really great group.
No, Mataji, that's what I always say, that we should be very grateful to Amog Prabhu. What he gives
Yeah,
us, we
always.
don't know. We don't know what he gives us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. It's all Srila Prabhupada's moment and Krishna's Maharaj. Thank you so much. We shall move to Sunil Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all. It was a very nice class.
Any
Hare
questions?
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes,
I
Prabhuji.
have a question, but
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
because it's too late here,
That's all right, Prabhuji. Oh, if you want it, okay.
maybe you can answer it very briefly.
Yes.
About the topic akarma, karma, and vikarma. I never asked this question, but today I was listening very attentively. Could be some examples given of akarma, because in our daily life, that is also mentioned, we have to work, otherwise how to sustain ourselves. So we are quite busy in managing ourselves and taking care of others. So please, any examples of akarma? Thank you. Hare Krishna.
I will try, Prabhuji. Actually, akarma has got so many, everything has got so many examples. Family wise, maintaining the family wise, like we have to do our prescribed duties, like for example, looking after the parents, looking after children, working, all those things. We should not think that, oh, they will, we should not expect anything from them. Everything we have to think that, oh, this is, I'm in this material world, I'm born in here, and they are my, like, they are my dependents. I mean, the physical, like when we are in Krishna consciousness, we understand Krishna bhakti and all. Then when we understand Bhagavadgita, when we understand the difference between the body and the soul, so we know that we are, our relationship with the children, parents, everybody is the bodily relationship, not the soul relationship. We are different individual souls. So our duty is just the bodily. So we should not be so much attached. Whatever we are doing for the pleasure of Krishna, this is my duty to look after the children. You have to, all these things. This is one of the example. We should not expect anything in return. Another example I can give is, we do charity. For example, most of the people I have seen, not the devotees, I have seen, oh, my name is there. You can see I have given this much of money. Like that kind of things for the temple or the school. Their expectation, it shouldn't be there. So whatever we are doing, everything for the pleasure of the Krishna. It is my duty, and I am doing it. So there shouldn't be any expectation. Only for Krishna. Krishna should be in the center. So that is how it is. There are so many other examples, Prabhuji. So I think this is what I understand with the karma, akarma, and vikarma, akarma. Yeah. So I hope you are okay. Prabhuji can give more insight on that, Prabhuji. Moga Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So कर्मणो हि बोद्धव्यम च विकर्मणः. And what is karma and what is vikarma? Akarmanasya bodhavyam and also akarma. Karma, vikarma, akarma. Gahana karmano gatihi. So this is Krishna gives some of the intricacies of action or very hard to understand. Therefore, one should know properly what action is, what forbidden action is, and what inaction is. Maybe I think Prabhuji can read this small purport.
Yes. If one is serious about liberation from material bondage, one has to understand the distinction between action, inaction, and unauthorized actions. One has to apply oneself to such an analysis of action. reaction and perfected actions because it is a very difficult subject matter. To understand Krishna consciousness and action according to its moods, one has to learn one's relationship with the Supreme, such as one who has learned perfectly knows that every living entity is an eternal servitor of the Lord, and that consequently one has to act in Krishna consciousness. The entire Bhagavad Gita is directed towards this conclusion. Any other conclusion against this consciousness and its attendant actions are weak karmas or prohibited actions. To understand all this, one has to associate with authorities in Krishna consciousness and learn the secret from them. This is as good as learning from the Lord directly. Otherwise, even the most intelligent persons will be bewildered. Hari Bol.
So any actions which are prohibited actions. So Bhagavad Gita gives all what are to be done, what are not to be done. And they're all called vikarma, not to be done. There are prohibited actions of vikarma. And simply, and akarma is like a Krishna consciousness, akarma. Karma is like a following Vedic injunctions, the karma kanda. In simple way.
Okay, one thing, you have to act in Krishna consciousness. I take that as meant with akarma. But what is this
Yes.
act in Krishna consciousness? What is that?
Inaction.
Any example?
So akarma is only for doing every activity for pleasure of the Lord. So this is other humbed vijasreshta varnashrami bhagashaha. Swanisasya dharmasya samsiddhir haritoshanam. For example, I'm a brahmachari. If I work and then earn some livelihood, I give all this livelihood to Krishna only. I surrender to Krishna. Though I'm working, it is called akarma because I am not taking any fruits of my work. It is akarma. Only for the pleasure of the Lord, give all the income to the Lord. That is akarma. And I am doing service in the temple, doing without any expectation for my personal maintenance or something like it is all called akarma, only for pleasure of the Lord. This is called ahituki apratihata, without material motivation, without interruption. These are all akarmas.
Okay, I will try to understand this matter. But anyway, many thanks. Hare Krishna, Hari Bol.
For example, Jeffna Kanya Mataji go to the temple and then do the service, book distribution. But Mataji does not take any single penny for as a remuneration. That is called akarma. Mataji does only for the pleasure of lordships. Shri Shri Radha Gokulanam. That is called akarma. It does not yield any reactions. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, Pallab Prabhuji, do you have any reflections or questions? Prabhuji wanted to share anything, add anything? Prabhuji is not available, that's fine. We shall move on to the next. And can I request all devotees kindly unmute and do three Lord Hari Bols to Prabhavati Saci Mataji, please.
Hari Bol.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Hari
Hari Bol.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hari Bol. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Srila
Mataji.
Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you all.
Okay, so we shall move on to next Narsima prayers to conclude. So can I request anyone to do the Narsima prayers? Sunil Prabhuji, would you like to do?
Yeah. उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युं नमामि अहम्
उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं
विष्णुं
ज्वलन्तं
ज्वलन्तं
सर्वतोमुखं
सर्वतोमुखं
नृसिंहं
नृसिंहभीषणं
भद्रं
भद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्
नमाम्यहम् Prabhuji, you want to do this one?
जय नृसिंह श्री नरसिंह जय जय नृसिंहदेव प्रह्लादेश जय पद्म मुख पद्म भृंगा
जय
जय
नरसिंह
नरसिंह श्रीनरसिंह जय जय
जय
नरसिंह
नरसिंहदेव
प्रह्लादेश जय
जय जय
पद्म
पद्मा
पद्म
मुख पद्मा भृंग
ना नमस्ते नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादलाद दायिने
नमस्ते
नमस्ते
नरसिंहाय
नरसिंहाय
प्रह्लादनादायिने
प्रह्लादनादायिने
हिरण्य काशीपूर्वक्षः शीलतङ्कानकालाय
हिरण्यकाशीपूर्वक्षः
हिरण्यकाशीपूर्वक्षः
शीलतङ्कानकालये
इतो नृसिंहो परतो नृसिंहो यतो यमिततो नृसिंहो
ईतो
नरसिंह
नरसिंहो परतो
परतो
नरसिंह
नरसिंह
यतो
यतो यतो
याति
विततो
ततो
नरसिंह
नरसिंह
बाहे नृसिंहो हृदये नृसिंहो नरसिंहामदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये
बाहे
बाहे
नरसिंहो
नरसिंहो
हृदये
हृदये
नरसिंहो
नरसिंहो
नरसिंहामतिं
नरसिंहमदिं
शरणं
शरणं
प्रपद्ये
प्रपद्ये
तव कर कमलवये नाखाम् अद्भुत श्रृंगाम
तव
तव
कमलवल्लेन
हरेण
अद्भुत
अद्भुतशृङ्गाम्
शृङ्गाम्
लालिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गाम्
दलिता
ललिता
ललिता
हिरण्यकशिपु
हिरण्यकशिपु
तनुभृङ्गाम्
तनुभृङ्गाम्
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता
केशवद्रीता
नरहरिरूपा
नरहरिरूपा
नरहरिरूपा जय
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 जगदीश
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 हरे
हरे
जय
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 जगदीश
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 हरे
हरे
जय
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 जगदीश
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 हरे
हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव
जय
जय
नरसिंहदेव
नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव
नरसिंहदेव
नरसिंहदेव
नरसिंहदेव
जय
जय
नरसिंहदेव
नरसिंहदेव
जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय भक्त प्रहलाद
Jaya
Bhakta Prahlad, Jaya Bhakta Prahlad, Bhakta Prahlad,
Jaya
Bhakta
Prahlad.
Prahlad.
Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Prabhupada.
Jaya
Jaya
Prabhupada,
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 Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
जय श्री नृसिंह भगवान की जय।
Jai,
प्रहलाद महाराज की जय।
Jai,
Jai.
भक्त शिरोमणि भक्त प्रहलाद की जय। शिला
Jai,
प्रभुपाद की जय। ऑल द डिवोटीज की जय। हरि बोल।
Jai.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
And Sunil Prabhu ki Jai.
Jai.
Very
जय।
beautiful Prabhuji, very nice.
Very nice, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, dear devotees, for kindly joining. And thank you, Prabhavati, Mataji, and all dear devotees. Okay, we shall conclude our session for tonight now. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Sindhubhyaiva
Patitanam pavanebhyo
Pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah.
Ananta Koti
Anantoti
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavavrinda ki
Jai.
jai.
Srila
Srila
Prabhupada
Prabhupada
ki
ki jai.
जय।
Hare Krishna conscious night. Tomorrow is Ekadasi, fasting from grains, beans, and cereals. Okay, that is austerity. And again, we'll see you tomorrow morning for Japa session at 5:30 a.m. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna conscious night, everyone.
हरि बोल।
Very
Hare
good. Very good. Thank you.